Good morning. Welcome to Inside Talk Show. Inside Talk Show, it's an inside job. I'm Carla Elizondo. Happy Tuesday. We're continuing the reading of James Allen's book, Out from the Heart. We're on chapter 4, entitled Doing and Knowing. We left off yesterday with James Allen sharing with us, like the patient sculptor on his marble, the aspirant to the right life must gradually work upon the crude material of his mind until he has brought out of it the ideal of its holiest dreams. In working towards such supreme accomplishment, it is necessary to begin at the lowest and easiest steps and proceed by natural progressive stages to the higher and more difficult. We must start where we're at. Wherever you're at is okay. Wherever you're at is all you got. Wherever you're at is perfect. It's day one. Let me ask you, is it day one or is it one day? Time keeps a moving. Time keeps a ticking. I was just talking to one of my friends. She knows who she is, but she's off social media, so she might not hear this now. But she was talking a couple years ago about a course she wanted to take. Had forgotten about it. And we were talking the other day. She's like, I really want to take that course. And I'm like, if it keeps coming back to you, it's a desire that wants to come through you. It came to you and it wants to come through you, especially those deep desires of our heart that won't let us alone. And I said, girl, you told me 2 years ago you wanted to take that course. She goes, I know, I would have already been done with it. Start today. Don't beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up for not having gotten there yet. Don't beat yourself up for where you're at. Don't beat yourself up for missed opportunities or mistakes you've made. Start today. Start today. What's the other option? Continuing to go and beating yourself up for not starting? Where do you want to be? I asked this question yesterday. Where do you want to be January 1st, 2023? We can change. That's the most exciting, beautiful thing about life. We can change. Surround yourself with good people. All right. So in working towards such a supreme accomplishment, start with the easiest and the lowest, progressive stages to the higher and more difficult. This law of growth, progress, evolution, and unfoldment by gradual and ever ascending stages is absolute in every department of life and in every human accomplishment. Where it is ignored, total failure will result. So the law of growth, progress, evolution, and unfoldment by gradual and ever ascending stages is absolute in every single department of life and in every human accomplishment. Where it is ignored, where it is tried to be skipped over, total failure will result. I love that. That's so true. Think about your own life. Think about your own progression. Think about your own growth. Where were you 5 years ago? Where were you 3 years ago? Where were you? And I want you to look on your calendar. I want you to open up your phone, go back in photos, and see where you were. I want you right now to open up your phone, scroll back to August 16th, 2021. Where were you? What were you doing? Where did you work? Who were you with? What were you wearing? How much did you weigh? How much money did you make? Is it the same as this year? Are you happy about that? Have you grown? Have you done the things, made the changes that last year you were just in pain about? Or are you in the same place? If nothing changes, nothing changes. Growth is gradual, step by step by step by step, but we just have to start. Have faith in yourself. Just start. You can do it. Hard work works. Work works. Effort works. It pays off always. You just have to stay consistent with it. We cannot take a fast track, a pill, an overnight microwave fast track, what do they call them? Hacks. You can't hack success. It's a progressive growth. That's why And I'm talking to my younger self. That is why so few people do it. We think, and I'll speak for myself, I thought there was an easier way. I thought there was a faster way. I thought, not me. I'm a good person. I'm special. I'm going to get like a fast pass. No. There's no hack. There's no easy way that's not like, there's no way that's softer and less uncomfortable. Growth, it's how we think of it. Do we think growth, discomfort, fear, pain is like the enemy we want to avoid at all costs? That's life. We have to accept that. Nothing is good or bad. Our thinking makes it so. How do you think about growth? Growth is just a progression, an evolution, step by step. But we must start. Start something today. And I want you to look in your photos. Where were you a year ago? If you were yourself a year ago and you came to right here, right now, today, would you want to slap yourself a little bit? Or would you want to pat yourself on the back? And be honest with yourself. It's not about blaming or shaming or beating yourself up. It's about just being honest of where you're at. And I love that idea of we must know where we're going, but we also must admit where we're at. And that can be so painful, but it's temporary. It can be painful. It can be embarrassing. It can be shameful. It can be scary. It can cause chaos and kick up dust to finally sit with yourself and be like, look at the results. Look at the weight on the scale. Look at the bank account. Look at the credit card debt. Look at the relationship you're in. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your health. Look at your quality of life. If you journal, what has the journals been saying? How have you been spending your days? If you want to start something new, start something new. You can do it. Get around positive, like-minded people. Get into a program. If you don't, you're by default accepting the program that already is, and it's free and it's cheap and it's easy and it does not give you any good return on, really, I wouldn't even say investment because we're not investing anything. You must put something on the line, put some skin in the game if you want results. It could be scary at first. You might not know how to do it, but get around people that do. As always, if you have any questions, please message me. Have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow.